Kremlin in with the first, before I could even switch off my title page. Congratulations and welcome in. Darn right, darn tootin'. Oh, welcome in. Sunday, I might actually be able to do a little bit of a long stream tonight. I might be able to go for like what 4.5 hours or so. Oh yeah. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, well, I know vaguely what I'm doing. It's just going to be continuing Eye of the North story stuff. So last week was weird because the Wayfarers event was going on, and I hadn't unlocked any Eye of the North stuff yet, so it was a bit of a rush to try, because I did want to get the Legionnaire summoning stone, which I did get. Not there. So I do have the Legionnaire now. But it did involve unlocking all of the outposts, or at least most of them. So what I did was I played through to get to Eye of the North, and we played to get all the way over, across Asuran lands to get down to Sparkfly so that we could do Bloodstone Caves. And it turns out before you can do Bloodstone Caves, you actually have to do the Finding the Bloodstone mission. So we sort of blitzed through all of that. And then, hey there, Dargus. Welcome in. I was just relaying, and Mythical Monkey. Wow, everybody piling in. So I was just mentioning where after the events of last week,
you're now second best in the family.
Congratulations, Mythical, with second.
I just became the first 3-time champion.
Dargus with the third. I don't know how I feel about that third emote. I mean, she's saying she's champion, but I like the 3 times, but and I kind of want to find something better, but I haven't found any good quotes for third place yet. So yeah, after we played last week and we went and we did the Bloodstone Caves and everything, I jumped on my main account, just off stream, and I got on my Ranger Assassin runner and just ran this account to all of the outposts so that I could get the all of the points for the Wayfarers event. So I do in fact have the Legionnaire summoning stone now. So I do have that. I did not pick up any more side quests or anything. And also, honestly, it was kind of fun because I hadn't used my Ranger runner in quite a while. So it was kind of fun trying to figure out how to run again. And it worked. The only one that it didn't work on was, oddly, the fiery forest. I had my runner down, and she was able to run around all through there, but I just couldn't get it to trigger the point for Wayfarers. So I ended up just fighting my way down there and clearing the forest. So I did realize there's something that I did not do, because I was in such a hurry. When we got to Eye of the North, we just went straight over to Asuran lands. I did not pick up a book. And I need the Eye of the North book, which I believe is this guy. So you're the little one causing so much trouble. That is me. I've heard about you. I'm a skald, a teller of stories. I collect tales of great deeds from everyone and retell them in my own special idiom. If I tell other Norn about your achievements, I can make you a real hero. But to increase your reputation, you'll need to provide specific details about what you've done. Write it all down and bring it to me, so I can craft your tales of greatness. As an added bonus, if your reputation increases enough, you can earn hero skill points to teach hero skills. So written evidence, yes, give me a book. I would like a... You know what? I would like both, actually. Also give... I don't know how many dungeons I'll be doing, actually. We'll see. Hey there, didn't notice you running around there. Oh, are you in here, Blood? Welcome in. I just got on, like, 5 or 10 minutes ago. I kind of want to do, goof around with Magni the Bison with the arena for a little bit. See if I can unlock Xandra. And there's someone else. I think you can unlock Kamu in this. Was there a third person? Sounds fun for a stream start. Yeah. Solo quest. I scoff at dragons, I even deride the titans. None have withstood my strong right arm. None have bested Magni the Bison. This tournament will decide who has the right to challenge me. You have something of a reputation among other weaklings, but you will still need to defeat 5 opponents in my tournament before earning the right to face me, your 6th and final challenge. So I won't beat them. Xandra, Kamu, and Zoe's book. That's right, Zoe is in here. So let's see. I have books. Oh, I also have Master Dungeon book. Hang on. Before I do this, yes, I have a completed factions book. Let me turn this. First time you defeat the Great Stuka was Stuka's Great Horn in your inventory, he will replace it with Stuka's Horn. New item will be... Oh. I didn't know that. I don't know where Stuka's Great Horn is. But first, I'm going to jump over to factions so I can turn in this factions book. Unlocking Kamu, unlocking Xandra, getting Zoe's Journal, and getting Stuka's Horn as an offhand when having as a quest item in your inventory. I don't have Stuka's Great Horn. I'm not sure where you get that. Actually, hang on. You know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna do something a little extra. It's a random drop in the Desolation. Oh, okay, I'm less interested in that now. I don't feel like going back to the Desolation. So let's see. I have. Where are they? Imperial Commendations. Let's buy some stuff. I was gonna buy some like salvage kits and ID kits, and I can just throw them in inventory and pick them up later. Vanquished an area in the Desolation recently. It was the very first time I ever saw a Zutuka drop ever spawning. Oh wow! So it's like a rare thing. I'm like really not interested in it now. Okay, those are the Imperial requisitions. Quartermasters are the guys. So that's the little kits. I might pick up regular kits. Bin keys, superior ID kit. You know what? Let's get a couple of those. A couple of superior salvage kits. Oh. And one more of those. And I'll just toss these in inventory, so I'll have them for later. I won't need to buy them. Then again, I'm not vanquishing all day, so it might not be all that rare for people who vanquish areas more frequently. Yeah, still, vanquishing, that's, that's a bit of a commitment. One that I'm not ready to do, or at least not on, like, this character. I'm feeling more and more, I've been talking the last, I think I mentioned it last week, and then again yesterday. I'm feeling more and more like I'll finish Eye of the North on this character. At least the story. I may not do all the dungeons, but I'll at least finish the story on this character. And then I'm kind of feeling like switching over to a my pre-searing ranger. Get her up to LDOA and then bring her over and then start playing through the game on her. Since Ranger has kind of always been my my home class, my main class. I was also thinking what I might do with her is go for making a proper Beastmaster build. Not just a Beastmaster build, but a Beastmaster team. I mean, you guys have all seen how I'm like running around with a bunch of tigers. And it's a little bit of a joke, but also kind of useful. I mean, but I'm not really building for a pet team. They all just happen to have comfort animal on them. But it's like, what if I had a team that actually really leaned into the pets? Like, properly. You know, that might be something interesting. Oh, these are not the books. These are not the books you're looking for. Where do I turn this in? Pets, minions, spirits, bring them all. Yeah, exactly. Create as many green dots as possible. I don't remember where I turn in the regular factions book to. Shadow Blades? Wait, what's this? Oh, that's part of like Winds of Change or something, isn't it? Never fight alone. That's the idea. It's like, okay, where do I turn in the book? I know these guys are Winds of Change. Is it even here? A Sunspear never fights alone. All you other guys, you're on your own. Wait. Your requisition. He's... Oh. Only the most... Imperial Dragons tier. I was like, wait, that's a Sapphire. Oh, they just reuse an icon. Written evidence. Shiro's return. Oh, here she is. Either Kurzik or Kurzik Poet. Okay. Okay, so Luxon. So if I give it to her, I can provide you with blank copies of either. Look at my copy. She'll give me, like, this one would give me Luxon faction, I take it. Which actually... I have a fair amount of Luxon faction, so before I do anything, I should actually cash that in. Do I want to cash it in for... Talk to the Luxon, I dare you. Well, first, let me cash in the faction that I have. I'll just pick up some Jadeite or something. And then maybe I'll go Kurzik. And then I'll use that faction to get some amber. Where is the faction rewards? A sad view on your stream. What, just even talking to a Luxon? Oh man. So yeah, 2 Jadeites, and then actually, you know what? Oh, I can get a Luxon skill. You must achieve at least rank 1, a friend of Luxon. Well, what I'll do is I will pick up 3 passage scrolls to the deep. Because the deep is a fun dungeon, and these aren't class locked, so. So there, Dargus. I cashed in some Luxon faction. But I'll show the book to a Kurzik poet, and I've got to organize my storage. What is this? Spirit Eater. Oh yeah, I actually got this the other day when I was there were a couple of areas that when I was doing Wayfarers that I couldn't run to, or no, I could technically run to all of them. It's just there were some that were a real pain in the ass that I really didn't feel like running to. And I ended up just partying up and just fighting my way through, and I actually ended up getting a green drop. So, alright, let's go back, talk to a Kurzik poet. There, Garani. And what's this? Letter to Mom. Oh, that's... yeah. Look at my copy of Shiro's Return. 40,000 Friend of Kurzik's points. Oh, you don't get faction. Okay. Yes, take the book. Sure. And Nightfall, I still need to do... There are 2 quests that I'll need to... Oh, no, 3 that I'll need to do at some point. Did Urgoz. Yeah, man, Urgoz. I have yet to complete that, like, solo with heroes. I've gotten close, but I usually end up making a stupid mistake or something. Alright, let's go try a few rounds of Magni. I have no illusions about beating him, but I really kind of just want to try to get Xandra. And... oh, right. Now that I'm at Eye of the North, I can actually buy some of these skills that I've been wanting for quite a while. What's going on around the fire? Oh, are you having a party around the fire at Gunner's? I'll be back there in a minute. Since I'm finally at Eye of the North, there are a number of skills that I've been wanting to get. Let's see. Falling Lotus, that was one. Inflicts deep if you're enchanted. Lotus Strike is a good one. Forgot to turn off background audio on all of the accounts. Oh, do you have 6 Guild Wars open right now and you're getting weird echo? Let's see. Empiric Assault. Well, that might be interesting. Smoke Powder. Take half damage and inflict blindness. Oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. Yeah, you've got all your accounts open. Okay, so... I think I did finally cave and get a green... Yeah, I did pick up a green Parashakram. So, let's see. Inflict Dazed. Oh, that's expensive, though. Say Death Charge, I've got that. Shadow Refuge is okay for heals. I feel like I might want something else. Disrupting Stab, hang on. Yeah, I want an Interrupt. Fox Fangs, Falling Lotus. Oh, Oh, but it's got a long cooldown on it. You know what's funny? I know some things that are funny. All day I've been super low energy, computer completely tired, unable to do anything. Now I start getting my energy back. That's my stream. I pump people up. I have my doubts. See, offhand attack gains 17 energy. Oh, that's got a long cooldown too. Man. Get energy back at midnight. You know, that's actually a pretty common thing. My wife and I have that, where dual attack, steal 30 health. Also affects foes adjacent. This would be good against... You know what? I'm going to go Vampiric because it'll give me some health back. Because it's going to be largely a single target thing. Deadly Paragon... Paradox. Uh-oh, Dargus giving me a build. Yeah, together as one. That's the other thing. That's another reason I want to switch to Ranger, is I want to get together as one back. Oh, time to water myself. I like the night, it's chill. Yeah, I've been seeing a number of people post, there's like, at nighttime, that's when there's nobody bugging you, generally speaking. Nobody's bugging you, you know, work's not gonna call. I mean, unless you're working graveyard or something. You know, work's not gonna call. Your time is well and truly your own. And it's very special in that respect. So, Assassin's Promise. Oh, that could actually be kind of cool. Although, what about enchantment removal? I feel like I want something that can remove enchantments. I don't know that I have anything. You know what? Here, I'll just bring in remove hex. Weird. It's more quiet. Yeah, it is. Favorite sleep schedule is waking up late in the evening, be up all night, and go to bed in the middle of the morning. Oh, this is what's going on at the fire, is Dargus and all of his minions, you know, praying to the old gods in front of the fire. Dargus wanted to trade. What, Zatuka's horn? Oh, thanks, Dargus. But again, no, yeah. But that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So what is... It's just a generic offhand for any class. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, hey Jeff, I'm just uh-oh, what's this? And the Rose Focus. Yeah, that's Gwen's. Which I don't have that yet, but I can get that. Yeah, I'm just, this is just kind of goof around an Eye of the North day. I will be doing some story stuff, but I'm kind of wanting to try the, try to unlock Xandra.
Who goes there?
I'm ready to enter the tournament. I don't know if I am or not. I have my doubts, but we'll see. Who do we have? Little Tom. Oh, he's going to knock me down. Quest chain gives you the rose if you're non-prophecies and a flute. Dude used Firestorm on me and I didn't even notice. Oh, he's gonna murder me. Okay. Oh, alright, alright, alright. Yeah. I was not worthy. Oh, now I'm gonna spin around and... I didn't... Watch out, Mr. Streamer. I actually thought Magni's thing was always kind of a little fun. I didn't realize... I really wasn't watching. I didn't realize, wow, why am I getting hit? Oh, firestorm. Okay. Matter of fact, condition removal. That would be a good thing to have. And I know I'm going to go in here. It's going to give me some completely different purge conditions. Remove all conditions. Sure.
Who goes there?
Little Tom read the inside of the prophecies box. All right. Let's see who we get here. Oh, there's Great Zatuka. So Shadow Refuge only goes for 6 seconds. Oh, I'm running out of energy in a bad way. There, get a little bit of energy back. Not great, but exhausting assault can be handy. Oh, I don't think I have that one. Oh, hey, it's Xandra. Exactly the person I wanted to go fight against. Now, she's gonna... Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna beat her, though. She's gonna be a spirit spammer. Oh, she's actually not. Whoa! Oh yeah, she's... Okay, she's gonna get me. Oh! What the fuck? I won? She's easy, yeah, but I'm running my janky, dagger build. Yeah, I thought for sure she had me. Well, cool. That means I unlocked her though. So at this point, I can die happy. Oh, Zoe and Onyx. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is gonna be really bad. This is where Death Blossom might have actually been nice. Oh, knockdown. Oh, interrupted my heal. Yeah. And I didn't have... Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Congratulations, you'll no longer die ever. I was not worthy. You know what? I don't care. I unlocked Xandra, and that was my main... That was my main thing. Money thumping, yeah. Oh wait, he's gonna give me another quest? Haunted. Bunny Thumpers Unite. Is that Xandra with you? I've been meaning to have a word with her. Spirits have become restless of late, attacking the people. These are not the animal spirits that the Norn know. Something different. Human spirits filled with rage. Worst attacks occurred in Verjo Fells, and I simply have no time to run around hunting ghosts. I have a tournament to run. Alright, fine. You know what? I'm not really feeling the dagger thing, so I think I'm just going to switch back to smite. Simple smite stuff. And... I think... Uh-oh, who's this? Oh, that's Dargus. Is that Dargus? I think, yep. Let's see, let's bring some minions. I will bring a fresh Xandra. My usual odd healers. And, oh yeah, I need to unlock Haida at some point, don't I? I'll bring Gwen. Oh wait, Gwen. No, I will not bring Gwen. I'll keep bringing Norgu. You know what? I will not bring Norgu. I will bring Vec. So we have Ward of Stability, and he needs Comfort Animal. I think I started Gwen last time. Yeah, last week we started Eye of the North. So what I was sort of thinking is that here, Xandra, let's give you SOS Healer. Okay, I have no skills for that. Spirit Spam, basic Spirit Spam. That's mostly. Let's see. You know what? I'll just give her. I'll give her Splinter Weapon too. Because it'll be one more person putting Splinter on us. Haida and her Quickening. Yeah, I do want to unlock Haida. Do I have this? Soul Twisting? I have that build, or something very close to that. I don't think I have those skills, though. Actually, you know what? Let me check. Soul Twisting, Protector. Okay, it's a little bit different. Some of them are the same. Yeah, I'm missing a number of things. I'll just go back to Spirit. Ritualist? Oh wait, this is... I don't even remember what some of these are. Yeah, I'll just put Splinter on her, so... let's see... So, I was sort of vaguely thinking of... So last week we actually did one of the main story, Asuran things. I was thinking maybe we just finish the Asuran side of things. Like what, the knowledgeable Asura. So we have Ula and Rank. Unless there's anything in particular you want to do, Dargus. Oh god, Kilroy. Sounds good. Would you like to unlock Haida? I would, actually. Haida is a side quest. Frog Stomp. Yeah. Yeah, I did the Asuran part for Wayfarers because one of the Wayfarers points was in... So I'm gonna run to Gads here. Yeah, we kind of blitzed that part last week for the sake of the Wayfarers event, and then off stream I jumped on my main account because my main account has a Ranger Assassin Runner, and I just ran this account to all the outposts. So I did end up getting the Summoning Stone. Let's make sure there's no other quests. There's just the Zaishan guy that trips me out every time. Yeah, got a clean inventory. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that dagger thing. I'll just go with regular smite stuff. Echo, Ray of Judgment. And let me know when you're ready there, Dargus. And yeah, I'm just goofing around in Eye of the North. This is the idea. Today is just going to be unlike last week, where I felt I was really racing. This week is just really casual. So if anyone feels like joining in, feel free. We'll make room. I do need to. Oh, wait a minute.
Here comes trouble.
Oh yeah, I need to go talk to someone in Radisum. Which I do have Radisum unlocked from the running. talk to Lex. And there's also going to be more side quests here. I don't mind side quests in Eye of the North, though. Eye of the North is generally kind of my favorite area. Okay, I might skip the Polymock quests. I don't think I have a whole lot of interest in Polymock. There's Lex.
Here comes.
How dare you? Title. Alright. Written evidence? Wait, I've already got the written evidence. I mean, I've got the books. How can I improve? Yeah, written evidence. Hero's Handbook. Oh, nice! It actually gave me the Finding the Bloodstone, even though I got the book after we did the Finding the Bloodstone quest. Cool. I have a Polymock piece, stealing 1 bag space if you're interested. I don't know that I'm interested. You know, I should play Polymocking it. It's one of those I never... I'll pick up the quest for it. And I did play it originally. I don't recall actually particularly enjoying it, though. So most Asura learn to play Polymock at a very young age. Some before they can even walk. I myself was taught the basics by my mother while inside the womb. Don't ask how. Well, now I want to ask how. Let's just say that you've got some catching up to do. We'll start you off against some Asura who frankly aren't that great at the game. Frankly, if you can't beat a novice, you won't stand a chance against a master Polymock tactician like myself. If you think you are ready, you ready? Ah, they missed a little grammar there. If you think you're ready, speak with Den here in Radisum to unlock your first 3 Polymock pieces. Then once you've registered your pieces, take on Yolma in game. She plays here in town as well. Alright. We'll do the Polymock stuff later. I'm feeling more like regular game stuff. Let's go find Haida. Rock Stomp. Uh-oh, the Lord Dargus is here. Alright, what? A Mersat Elementalist Polymock piece. Thanks, but no thanks. I think it fell from your pocket. Well, you can pick it up. Yep. Misery. You know, if it falls out of your pocket out in the world, that'll take care of your problem. I mean, it would seem a shame, but
You need me?
oh, wait a minute. Why do I only have 3 tigers here? Oh, yeah, Xander doesn't have a tiger. I'd need to give her one. So, yeah, that's okay. Oh. And actually, I now have the title. Not too dopey, in theory. Alright. That's okay. I said, you know, if you just lose it out in the world, I mean, people lose things all the time. I'm not saying I'll pick it up. I'm saying you would, like, literally lose it. It'd be the same thing as putting it in the trash can, but without the emotional turmoil of actually putting it in the trash can. We're missing tigers. We'll never succeed. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the stream. Some of you were here for it. I don't know. Jeff and Blood, I don't know if you heard it. I think once we finish the Eye of the North story, I'm going to switch and I'm going to jump on. I have a pre-searing ranger that I'll grind out to LDOA, and then I'll play through the games on that. And I think that'll be the character that I really build up, because I'm very familiar with I'm much more familiar and comfortable with rangers, so... That's something I can just stick with long term, you know? Why am I running? Oh yes, I'm running because I didn't re-equip my staff. Ah. Okay. Sounds good to me. You know, I was actually a little surprised. I thought people, you know, would want to see me suffer through War in Kryta and Winds of Change. Well, War in Kryta is not generally not a very suffering thing, but it really would mess with, you know, my janky builds. Yeah, I will do them on the Ranger. And then also I mentioned, it's like, not only switching to Ranger, but try to actually build a proper, you know, pet build and pet team. Might be interesting. You know, so right now I'm running around with these pets, but it's almost a little bit of a joke because I'm really not built to use them. There's just kind of extra green dots on the screen, but it's like, you know, what if I really tried to do a proper pet team? I feel like that could be fun. I don't think I've ever actually tried to do that. 6 rangers with pets, 1 healer, 1 protector. Yeah. You know, something along those lines. I mean, there'd be ranger. They'd all have different secondaries. Like I'd have a ranger minion master or ranger, you know, spirit spammer. Actually, rangers are really good for spirit spamming, honestly. I mean, you know, that having spirits and then having minions, I just like having a lot of green dots on screen. That's just how I was raised. I like how, yes, there's these amphibian characters and they have just a direct recording of a regular frog's rivet. And not even a big frog, it's a little one, like rivet. You know, Ranger Paragon. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of getting jazzed up about that idea. You know, do a proper pet team. Too bad Ranger spirits affect the enemies as much as you. Yeah, like the wilderness spirits. I mean, what's Sadra's Ashes doing there? Is that part of another quest? Ring a bell? Sadra's acid. Well, I mean, I remember Sadra. You know, she was, you know, the white mantle, not the white mantle, the shining blade, who sacrificed herself at, was it Ice Caves? Yeah, died to Mersatz. Yeah, she was in the Ice Caves mission. I don't know what it's there for though. Unless maybe there's a side quest for it. Or is it one of those things that when you drop it, it puts out a buff in an area? $200 healing. Oh, okay, so it's a temporary. That was the last time. The world is safe again unless the Shining Blade gets attacked by enormous flies. Well, actually, I don't need to echo this in theory. Must see my true value and present me with tasks worthy of my vast abilities. Come, it's time to return to the camp. Resign, alright. Minions versus pets and Hada. Oh, I just realized we had a level 11 pet in there. Oh, and spirits. And minions. Yeah, the pets will have this one. Alright, Bartolos. Give me Hada. Glad to hear the frogmen have been dealt with. Now maybe we can focus on matters at hand instead of worrying about croaking in the middle of the night. Hada worries me, though. I fear she doesn't quite understand what we're up against. One day she'll have to learn that great soldiers are made, not born. Bad soldiers are dead. But you know all about that, right? I don't know, maybe. Oh, Hada follow-up. Hada was looking for you. She went into the Sparkfly Swamp and asked that you meet her there. It's rare to see her this motivated, so I can only assume it's something important. You'll need to speak with her to ascertain the details. Hada joins your party. Okay, so this is the part that gets her. Gives her to us. Looks like Dargus is ready, so I'm just going to charge out there. Pick up the bounty.
Why are you bothering me?
Where are we going? Not too far. Probably have to deal with this group of raptors. Actually, less the raptors, more the Angorodons. I'm not a fan of Angorodons. Wow, and this is why I'm not a fan of Angorodons. Look at this party wipe. Okay, we got one of them. Oh man. And you want to know the real hell of it? That was normal mode. You know, it wasn't even hard mode. I suppose we can see if we can sneak by. Oh, we're about to have raptors come around. Probably. Hey there, Hada. Looking all over for you. It's starting. What's starting? Speaking with the ambassador from the White Mantle, they're willing to discuss the option of peace with the Shining Blade and better resolution for the situation in Krita. I dropped your name and they wanted you to come along. Okay. Well. I finally have a chance at glory. Oops. I finally have a chance at glory. Everyone will remember me if I'm not only a great warrior, but a great arbiter of peace. Livia should be green with jealousy. Shouldn't tarry a moment longer. Yeah, I have a dim memory of that. Hada is kind of pretty full of herself, isn't she? Oh, are we gonna get that Angored on aggro? Nope, just barely missed. Livia will never be surpassed. Paragon, says Dargus. That's right, I need to go back and clip that. Actually, maybe I already did. I don't remember. When we were playing last week, the introduction of Livia was like, my god, ArenaNet, how much more focused on her chest could you possibly be? Not much more. Big camera focus, yeah. What's the meme? It's like, it's time for plot. It's like, holy hell. Fan service, yeah, it was, hey guys, buy our game. Or it's like, well, we already bought the game, but it's like, hey guys, wake up.
I'm busy.
And buy our next game, you know. Pay attention to the plot, the story. Oh, wait a minute. Got raptors coming in. Nope. Okay, they're going off. We'll go ahead and get these simians though. I mean, yeah, I'm as red-blooded as the next guy, but at the same time, it's like there's a point where it's pretty flippin' ridiculous, you know. And I think was it the first shot or one of the subsequent shots where she was just talking, and you could tell they were working the camera so hard. It's like, well, we need to see her face because she's talking, but we've got to get her chest in view. So they clipped her like just right above the eyes, you know, so they could fit in as much of the chest as possible. It's like, oh man. Oh. White Mantle. Oh. This is... Haha. I wonder if the simians will attack the White Mantle. Yes, they're carrying weapons. You always bring weapons to the peace talks. Or, okay, so Hada's walking up slowly. I mean, we have tigers and undead minions. It's good to see you're able to attend, Ada, and you. We've gathered here to discuss an issue that is near and dear to the hearts of all present. Yes, talks of peace between our peoples. Allow me to start by saying we're all incredulous you're so easily lured into our trap. Yeah. What does a trap have to do with peace? Someone used the Ritualist PvE skill while they're still allies. Oh, I forget what the... Y'all screwed up my chance at fame and respect. Who's gonna tell stories about me now? Oh, man. You're gonna die, every last one of you. Oops. Ah, I fucked up my, my echo. And I fucked up the Ray of Judgment even more. And Simians are attacking too. Whoa! I got splintered, Dervish splintered. Okay, there's one of those guys down. We're getting destroyed by the, It's like, never mind the white mantle, the monkeys are kinda messing up everything. It buffs all allies for 30 seconds or so. Using that, yeah, before they... Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, maybe we should have pre-cleared out the group of monkeys. Defeat the white mantle, you have 3 of 5 groups remaining. And I know we get up there, hate is just going to bounce right back to life. Just like, oh, I'm fine. You know what? Let's... Well... We might end up regretting this. Not clearing out those monkeys, but... Oh wait, what's this? Hunt Rampage. Oh, okay. That's right. After every, like, what, 25 kills or something, you get a hunt bonus. Forgot about that. Thank you. We struck a great blow to the white mantle. I hold no illusions. This was entirely my fault. My desire for glory overwhelmed my caution. Seem I have much to learn about the path of being a great hero such as me. Well, first you've got to die, and then you res at a shrine and come back. It's a matter of resilience, you know. Embrace the death. pets are having a rough time. These dervish monkeys are kind of wrecking our pets. Alright, so yeah, resign. And we should now get Haida.
What news?
Haida actually thought the white mantle would not betray her? You can't be serious. That girl is an excellent fighter, but does not have the sense that God gave geese. Worse, none of the other Shining Blade will trust her now. Look, she seems to listen to you. Can you take her on? I have no doubt she'll become a valuable asset under our charge. Okay, so we've got her. Can't wait to have Haida in all your teams. So, yeah, let's see. Do I want to do anything with her? I like having a warder. But yeah, you know what? Let's add her in. Oops, no, not Livia. Let's see. Where is she? There she is. Although I don't know what kind of let's see, Paragon, Burning Buffer, or Cleaner. Paragon daggers. Heroic Refrain, those are player ones. I guess Burning Buffer. Oh no, not Livia said no one ever. Oh, I guess I'm not putting that one on. That has like no skills. Paragon Cleaner. Alright, well, I guess I'm making something up. Actually, you know what? I had, I put something on Morgan. Never surrender. Oh, I already had that. We'll give us fall back. Also, Paragon Rangers, so I can get her a pet. I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna run to the menagerie so I can get tigers back. Let's see, spear stuff. That looks like barbed, blazing, merciless. Wild Throw might be okay. Signal of Aggression, gain 2 adrenaline if you're under effects. Attributes. Command and Leadership. I mean, it would be good to have some motivation. What spear does she have? She requires 9 spear, so... Let's do a little bit of a spread here. 999. And then a little bit of beast. Gain 3 health, regen. Inflict burning. Take 22% less from burning foes. Let's take off Deep Wound and do Aria of Zeal. I like that. It gives us some energy. Actually, Zealous Anthem. That's 2. This is a 1. Let's do Zealous Anthem a little bit. Remember back when it was all about 3 necromancers? Fill up the party with whatever. I do dimly recall those days. Hey Dargus, I'm gonna leave party here real quick so I can jump out and train up some people. I'll bring Gwen along actually. Let's see, Gwen, Haida, and Xandra, because I need to give these people some pets here. And then, oh yeah, before, in the days when you could only have 3 heroes. Let's grab some white tigers here. You know, hang on. Maybe it's time I do a little bit of monk rangering too. It'll give us one more pet in the party, and I can run around. I can use my staff. So let's see. Although I don't have much in the way of ranger stuff, I certainly don't have a bow. You know, do I have Earthbind? Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of skill shopping here. I'm gonna equip some knockdown stuff, and I'll go buy Earthbind. A silver or copper Zaishin coins by any chance? I think I have a few. Not sure. Let's see. Let's get some white tigers. White tiger. Why is she not charming? Need 3 copper Zaishin coins. You already have... Oh! I do have a pet. Okay. Well, never mind me then. Why is Gwen... Okay, now... That was weird. It wouldn't let her lock on. Out of curiosity, don't you get enough from dailies with your OPE search heroes? Yeah, Dargus, do you really need coins from me? That seems, I don't have many. If I have any, I don't have many. Let's see. Get this one, target, and charm. You don't do any dailies anymore? Uh-oh. Dargus, are you getting tired? Getting tired of dailies? I take the 3 Zaishin mission quests, award 150 coins, and wait for double week. Yeah, I was doing that for a while where I would pick just like really fast ones. Really fast, easy ones like, you know, Molotov Rocktail or something. You just run out, throw pain and murder, you know, and then clean up the pieces. Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed my pet is level 5. So I need to remove mine. Is this pet? You want to release White Tiger? Yes, I do. And I will train up this guy. Oh, there's a chance they might kill him. Nope. Okay, we got him. I didn't realize that I had flagged him and they got stuck on the wall. All right, let's see. Let's travel. I'm gonna travel to. I guess if we're gonna do the Asura stuff, probably Ratasum. I have a few gold Zaishin coins left, 0 silver. What I need to do, I do need to start doing Zaishin stuff because I do want to have the equipment bag. Because I mean, look at it. I mean, I've got my equipped items are spilling out into my regular inventory, you know, and that's kind of sad. So with a ranger, I can't do a whole lot. I'm just gonna go straight simple smite. Ray of Judgment. Oh, before I do that, that's right, I was gonna go shopping. Skill shopping specifically. Tell me if I have some coins. I don't know. Although even if I have coins, I don't know if if I want to give them up because I'd be so poor. But actually now you do have me curious. No. 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 I have nothing. So before I do this, let's go Ritualist and see if I forget if Earthbind is an Eye of the North thing. Oh, Spirit Leech Aura. Rejuvenation. It is not. Okay, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Blood, no coins left, some Vanquish quests. Go over to the Torment guy and see if he has Origins, no, Zendet. Renewing Surge, Anguish. Oh, I don't have Anguish? Anguish would be a good one to have. I'll buy that. Recovery, Death Pact, Ghost. Oh, I'll grab Ghost Mirror. Huh. Found a completed Kanaxai quest? Like as a bounty? You mean? That you can turn in? If you have to search for those, you have too many characters. That's right, depending how many, oops. Need to go down here. Yeah, you've got so many characters, yeah, you might well have some, completed. I cannot help for you. The Kurzik dogs are looking for any excuse to slaughter everyone. Ah, for fuck's sake. This I don't understand. Why is this NPC hung up on factions? At this point, logically, at this point in the story of factions, the Kurziks and the Luxons are united against, you know, the whole Shiro thing. This should be a neutral territory. Alright, well, let's see. Is it Vasberg that has? I forget where the skill trainers are. Grab fast brick. Dargus, you're just ready with the any character. I provide my services for Kurix and our allies. Be gone before I call the guard. What the hell, man? So what? I can't talk to a Luxon. I can't talk to I can't talk to the Kurziks. Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't know for sure I can't talk to the Luxons. We'll see. These Kurzik dogs are looking for eggs. Oh God, yeah. Just lock everyone out of, you know, all the skills at the end of the game. Try talking to Haida. Well, I'm trying to buy some skills. Let's see. Earth. Okay, there it is. Earthbind. That's good. I got it. That's all I wanted. If you have too many points of one faction, you can't talk to the Luxons because the Luxon area is in Kurzik area now. Yeah, and yeah, the whole map. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, the whole map is Kurzik, essentially, at this point. Okay, so Xandra, I'm going to put Earthbind on her because I want to start knocking things down. How many channelings do I have? So I've got SOS. Let's balance this a little bit more. And also, this has turned into Build Wars stream. Earthbind is dope against Canaxi. Yeah, I kind of want to do a knockdown team here. And Monk Ranger, so I can get my pet back. Also, Gwen, you need a general. Okay, E-Surge. Do I not have any interrupt signets? Apparently not. God, I've got so many skills just in general that I need to unlock on this account. Let's see. Yeah, diversion. That's fun to shut things down. And Haida needs regular comfort animal. So myself, I need to knock things down. So causes knockdown if they're attacking. Shield of Signet Judgment. That's a single target knockdown. Banish, Smite. Smite Hex might be alright. Zealot's Fire. Whenever you use a skill on an ally, all foes adjacent to that ally are hit for fire damage. I like Scourge Healing, although it helps to actually have smiting points. I'd like to invest in some more ranger stuff, but I don't have hardly any ranger skills, which is actually another reason that I want to, you know, start playing on my ranger. Divine Favor. Gain 3 energy for each main. maintenance. Yeah, I don't want that. I mean, Shield of Judgment would be great with Earthbind if I have like a dedicated tank, you know. You go into that mob, you know. The way my team fights, it's a little more chaotic than that, though. Just notice the Ritualist PvE skill has earshot range. Well, this is general purpose smiting, so it's not great, but it'll get me. It'll allow me to fight a little bit. Okay, so Radisum. Nightbot, time to water. Okay. Good grief, it's 4 o'clock. I've been going for almost, what, an hour and a half. It feels like I've mostly just been doing skill stuff. And Lime. Welcome in, Lime. Make me drink even more. You need if it had compass range for maximum troll. Okay, so let's put my team together again. Xandra and Double Monk. And yeah, I'll bring Haida around. Don't forget, damn it, Dargus. I'm not taking the camera into the bathroom with me. You realize this, you know. This is a good way to get the BRB screen to show up. Let's see. Well, I guess Blim. We can do Ula's lab here. Lab space. I could set the workshop on fire. I could, yes, that's right. Blim and Ula. Level 15 aggressive, playful, dire, and hardy pet evolutions unlocked. Fine, nice. That's another thing I was thinking is like, when I do start on the Ranger, you know what? Actually, question: is there anyone? I already know the answer. Is there anyone in chat who would like to help my pre-searing Ranger out with a task? I feel like my pre-searing Ranger would like to switch over to using the bear, but of course you need a partner to help with taming a bear. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. If you are available, it would be appreciated. Be a little bit sad to lose my let's see, where is... Oh, I need to... It'll be a little bit sad to lose my higher level pet that I currently have. Oh, it's a wolf? You know what, Ake? No. I changed my mind. I'll keep it. I'll keep the wolf. I thought I had the Melandri Stalker, and I was going to switch out for a bear. It's like, you know what? I think I'll keep the wolf. Change my mind. Going back to the monk. What is today's stream even? I don't know. I'm just making this all up as I go along. Back to Radisum.
I'm busy.
Who's there? Do you have my staff? No? Oh, Lork sent you. I owe him a favor. Yeah, I can't help. I can help find Ula's workshop. It's not easy to get to, though. I should know. I helped design the security system. It's good. Really good. Meet me in Maga Stones, and I'll show you the way to her lab. By the way, have you seen my red staff? Yes, the whole Blim and Ula thing is another one of ArenaNet's pop culture jokes. Blood with the water. I mean, thank you. You know, it's somewhat healthy for me. started the game with a normal launcher, as opposed to your multi-box, whatever multi-box thing you're usually doing. Yeah, ArenaNet's loves to do pop culture jokes, and the Blim and Ula's Lab is their joke, their spoof of Office Space. Let's see. Pick up the bonus.
Oh, great. Another booker.
Alright, level 15 White Tiger. Okay, but is it, in fact, a White Tiger? It is! It is an actual White Tiger. It's funny because dire is like the word say. Oh, like the French word say?
Here comes trouble.
Didn't much like working for Ula. She moved my desk 4 times. I told her not to move my desk anymore. And she moved it into the cellar and stopped paying me. Yeah, I didn't like that. Is it dire or like dire? Or, you know, is the pronunciation somewhat different? Deer. Okay, yeah. Thought maybe it was something else. I can go into this pack and put up Symbol of Wrath. Very close to that group of Wind Riders. Nope, okay, they're gonna go off somewhere else. Deer. 6 tigers, decent again, yeah. We're good now. Ooh, I'm getting interrupted. I can knock that monk down. This reminds me when we needed 2 skills for the pets. Yeah, that change when you needed both charm and comfort. When they went down to 1 skill, that was a big day for rangers. I wonder, can we avoid these guys? Probably not. Nope, there they go. Okay.
At.
TTS seems to know when you're trying to get it to spam something. I've seen other streamers where, yeah, the TTS thing, it will actually, like, you know, say that all the way through. But then, yeah, sometimes it won't. Oh, hey, I just realized I've got a new friend we can bring in too. Doesn't even work properly. Maybe add a space between each one. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, maybe it needs a space to actually pronounce each one. Yeah, we've got ourselves a nice little army now. This is good. Oops. Yeah, Earthbind. knock him down and keep him down for a while. And I need to bring. Maybe when we get to the outpost, I'll switch Vec back in because he has. I need to be using like Elementalist knockdown, like big AoE knockdowns. I don't like where we're going. Why not? Is this a bad place for assassins? Oh, we're getting this one assassin.
Adat.
Okay, so it knew what to do. Interesting. It knew what to do with at, but it doesn't know what to do with question mark or exclamation. Oh, you don't like Ula's lab, okay. I always thought Ula's lab was alright. Oops. Actually, I wanted to go for this guy, but... Mars attacks. Did sound a little like that. But I tell you, I love seeing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build the whole team around knockdown. So maybe that's what my ranger pet team will be. It'll be full pet team that like deals like all in knockdowns. Maybe actually I should switch to a bear, because I think, does the bear pet actually knock down? I forget if it does. Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, doesn't really matter, I suppose. Oh, actually, I just realized we're going into Ula's lab. Perhaps a minion master is not the best. Bear is the worst pet, has the useless long cast skill.
I'm busy.
Ula didn't fire me. I quit. She moved my desk into the cellar and stopped paying me. For a couple of months, I left. I think she took my staff, too. That's why I left. I love that staff. Someday I'm going to burn our lab down if I don't get it back. Oh, yes. Well, anyway, you'll find Ula's lab below all the traps. Good luck disarming them. If I had my staff, I'd help you. When you're ready to enter, speak to me and I'll use this vine seed to open the path to Ula's lab. Yes, let's go.
I'm busy.
We are ready. Cat emote? That's a good cat. Is that one of yours?
When we get there, let me do the talking. Ula is brilliant in her field and
The Legion, what the Char is doing.
started. Gad was once the bane of my existence.
What the?
He's headstrong, arrogant, and nasty. He makes Ula look like a ray of sunshine, Buka.
You've used that term before. What does it mean?
Buka? It's an imaginary monster we use to frighten children. They're big, clumsy creatures with loud, bellowing voices. Not too bright either.
And humans are like this to you.
Well, if the bellowing fits. Now come on, and remember, when we get to Ula, let me do the talking.
Be my guest.
It's an emote you unlock. What the hell? Oh, that looked like he was trying to hump her. Oh man, rude. Legionnaire's rude. In the outpost, there's a quest for Pain and Burger. Oh shoot! Which
Sprinklers
outpost?
go peace.
Which outpost? I know there's one way down here. Cats will come. Yes, summon the cats. Actually, no, my cats are all locked in. Well, not locked, but they're all inside. So, well, I guess we're going in. I'll bring Ridlock back out, even though he seemed to want to try to get it on with my monk character. It's like, ease up, man. Back off, man. Be polite. Tarnished Coast map. Oh, for the one south. Who was that? Tarnished Haven. Yeah. Yeah, we can go down there. For sure. And I would like Pain Inverter because it's a great skill. Didn't Blim activate a worker golem? Oh, we need to... We need to find a worker golem. And also deal with... Yeah, our minion master is going to be useless in here. Oh, found the worker golem. I think Dargus did. Yeah, there, Kaiser. Welcome in. Just doing a little random Eye of the North stuff. Have a vague goal of doing the Asura story quests today. Since I did, or we, I'm in here with Dargus as well. We did the Finding Gad one last week, since it was kind of part of the Wayfarers event. Where did this guy just appear out of some... Not strong enough. Okay, so... Work Golem, do your thing. Oh, it's nice having fallback in the party, though. So I should ask chat. I mean, this is going to be a kind of not too big of a deal. Anybody got anything interesting, fun going on this weekend or this week? Tomorrow I have the day off for Labor Day, so I might actually end up streaming tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure that I will. I probably will. But otherwise I have no huge plans. Oh, I do know, actually, I will not be streaming, because lately I've been streaming on Tuesday nights a lot. Those days may have come and gone for a couple of reasons. A, I can't stream this Tuesday because it's actually my wife and I's wedding anniversary, and Dargus, what are you doing being dead? Here, I'll get you up. Oh! Oh, he tried to run. Wanted to go through the door, but got killed, yeah. Dargus is in it for the speed clear. And here's me, I'm just here like, oh, just fight our way through. We're not really hurting at all. So let's say we're not here hurting at all. I do want to update the TTS so that when you type something, it pops up like a little avatar, you know, a person or picture or something. Because you can have it with like an open mouth and a closed mouth and it'll actually animate. I just need to settle on who I want to actually do that with. You know, maybe I should actually too, since my Twitch name is sort of named after my main Guild Wars 1 character, maybe I should just take a good picture of her and have her be the TTS avatar. That'd be easy and fast. Problem is, I'd want to get a really good picture of her, though. Oh yeah, I'm the key holder, and I'm also the caster, so. Dargus is trying to run again. I'm gonna slowly move forward. And Darkus is just trying to run the whole thing. It's like these guys res, don't they? So we kind of have to keep moving. I have a dim memory of that being the case. Well, if I have enough people putting down spirits... Oh, I gotta get Jin up now. Oh, no, she's already up. You know, if I just put this thing in the key holder, it should settle them down. Yeah, there. You drop me the key. Yeah, or I realized that right at the end. It's like, oh, I could actually just, if I put that in the key holder, that settles them back down. Alright, Jin, get your pet. So it's been long enough that I haven't played this that, yeah, I forget things like that. I dimly remember that those guys rezzed, but I didn't remember dropping the key. Come on, worker golem. Oh, okay, this is the downside of having so many pets and spirits and everything, is it blocks the guy. So they need to stay behind them. Jin's pet tiger got stuck back there somehow. Oh well. Alright, Dargus, where are you? Okay, there he is. Whoa, I'm losing people very quickly now. Okay, what's going on back here? Okay, this guy's dead. Oh jeez. Well, let's see. Okay, so I am going to plant people here, and I'm going to go res who I can. I don't know why it got quite that bad, because we were inside the ring on that guy. I'll go grab Jin and hope that someone can heal me. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see about getting pets back. I know this is... Pets are going to die very quickly under all that fire. Ada, is that your pet? Oh, wait, is it my pet? It's my pet. Yeah. There we go. I'm not used to having my own pet. Okay. Alright, we're through. So, Dargus, where's your pet? Your pet's way back there, isn't it? I know Jin's tiger got stuck somewhere. I won't worry about. Oh, Dargus is off over elsewhere. Sorry, we got separated again. I was clearing this. Alright, where are you? Oh, you're over there. Dargus is doing the one-man thing. Now, did these two sentries wake up? They do. Okay. All right. I guess it's the regular dungeon of Ula's lab where there's this whole back area where you have to charge up this thing. Oh! And this is actually sort of a mini version of that. Oh, Dargus has... okay. We can kill the little guy, but yeah, the big guy needs to be killed with the Flux Matrix. To redesign my security system to keep you and other meddlesome trespassers out of the way. I don't know, it feels like, you know, for doing a little impromptu janky team build, seem to be cutting through these guys pretty well. I mean, I know it is normal mode, but still. Let me have a look at you. Did you enjoy the challenge as much as I did watching you squirm? Well, I wouldn't say we were squirming on that fight. Any of those fights. Okay, the fire pit, you know, did get us a bit.
So you've come crawling back, Blim. Did you bring that flux matrix I need? You aren't Blim. Vec? Is that you?
Greetings, most wise and puissant Ula, mistress of the magical engine.
Butter up the other side and pan-fry me, Vec. What do you want?
I bring word from Council Leader Memp.
That old fossil?
We need your superior skills for a great project to help all the Asura.
Ha! I came down here to get away from all the Asura. Now scram.
We need your help against the destroyers.
Have you been hit on the head? I said no. Now go away.
Well, Vec, I guess you were right. She's not the one you want.
What are you saying?
Vec was telling me that older Asura tend to lose their edge, that your skills may have deteriorated.
What do you mean? There isn't a better golem answer than yours, truly.
Probably, but if you're afraid the challenge is too much...
I'm not afraid of any challenge. Let me pack my equipment. I'll show you. Deteriorated. The nerve.
Nice job.
Not bad for a buka.
Couldn't have done better myself.
right. Then let's see. Oh yeah, I've got the polymorph pieces. Let me sell off some of the inventory here. And then yeah, you'd mentioned Dargus about going down to, was it Tarnished Haven or whatever that outpost is. Maybe we go ahead and do that. Although that I think is somewhat combined with the next quest we can do. Next quest, or the main quest, is Rink in Riven Earth. Oh, he's there, or he's somewhere out here. But then I believe he sends us into the lower map at some point. Equipment template. Oh, that was just a point to the Tarnished Haven map. Excuse me. Well, I guess let's go out in Riven Earth. So he is across the map.
Why are you bothering me?
Because I can. Oh, but we're gonna get raptored here, which the raptors are fine. Oh, and Angordons just entered the building. So we're about to feel some things. Dargus has already felt it. Angordons are essentially super strong touchers, you know. Okay, well, we got one of them. Can we get another? We can. It's like, even in normal mode, Angordons are surprisingly serious business. Alright. And she's up. Okay, now let's get pets up. And my pet. Tail end of our party's gonna get hit by those raptors, aren't they? Oh, no. Oh, yep, they are. Oh, lost my pet. And yeah, Pain Inverter will be good to have, especially on bosses that have like a really huge damaging AoE starter move. Pain Inverter on our party that has all these pets and minions and everything. It's kind of glorious, honestly. My favorite is probably Molotov Rocktail. When he uses that huge siege attack, if you can get Pain Inverter off on him before he uses it, you know, you can get a really good hit. Ooh, a Maplewood longbow. I may need to put that in storage for my ranger. Requirement's a little bit high, but honestly, it feels kind of bullying with Earthbind when they're down, when they get knocked down and they just can't get up, and then we just start pummeling on them. Not saying it's bad, it just feels, it's like, man, I got really kicking them while they're down. But it's fine. Oh, he runs away right as I use Symbol of Wrath. Oh, Ferrothraxes. I feel like Ferrothraxes are the weakest dervish. Block, block, block. Dargus chatting me. His attacks are just getting blocked all over the place. Actually, if we talk to the crew member, we'll get some additional points.
I'm busy.
20 points. Oh. Getting attacked from behind. Get off the spirits. Or else this will scatter them. Well, scattered them a little bit. You know, I think I just realized what is for dinner tonight. I mean, I'm not going to go for another 2 hours or so, probably. But it's going to be a pizza night, I think. House of the Dragon episode in 1 hour. Oh, yes. Dargus is big on the new Game of Thrones series. I have not watched it at all yet. I've been hearing decent things about it. Somewhere along the line, it's gotten tough for me to keep up with TV shows. Yes, this Golem project is exactly what we need to take care of those blasted destroyers. I'll head to my lab to begin the preliminary work. See me once Gad and Ula have joined us. Their expertise will be invaluable. Well, guess what? They have indeed joined us. So let's head into Alcasia Triangle. So far, so good. Yeah, Dargus is liking it so far. The other day, I did finally watch Death of Stalin, which is actually where the first, the video reward that I have for whoever claims first, this one. That guy, Jason Isaacs, that's from the Death of Stalin movie, which is billed as a comedy about the insanity, how crazy everything got when Stalin died, all of his advisors and everything jockeying for positions of power and trying to undercut each other and all this stuff. I finally watched it the other day. It was all right. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it's actually a comedy, though. There were some comedic elements to it, for sure, but there's a lot of very, very dark humor there. I mean, it was Stalin, of course. Any humor to be had would be very dark. Oh, a spear. That's actually, that could be modded into something good. Actually, you know what, Hada? What do you have right now? That's already a better one for her. I mean, I don't need to customize it, but... Okay, so Dargus, before we do this rank quest, let's go ahead and go down to that outpost so we can get Pain Inverter. And I still have some of the Marvel shows to go through. Like, I kind of stopped at... I haven't watched the Miss Marvel series yet. I heard good things about... That one is weird. I heard... Oh, shoot. I need to pick up the bounty. I need to talk to this guy. I heard initially good things about it. The first couple episodes, and then bad things about some episodes, and then at the end it got good again. I was like,
Here comes trouble.
okay, whatever. Make up my own mind. There's also the She-Hulk series. I heard it's very awful. I've been hearing a lot of bad about the She-Hulk show, which seems like a shame. It seems like that could be a fun show. Oh shit, what? Oh, I'm getting interrupted. Dargus says, he started watching She-Hulk and it's watchable? Like, oh, okay. Faint praise. Oh, we're losing pets. I was watching a show. Oh, yeah, the most recent show, like episodic show that I watched was actually the Sandman series. And I liked that quite a bit. Except there's one episode, it's a bonus episode that came out. It was billed as a, kind of a fan favorite of one of the comics of the Sandman about, cats, cat dreams, and it's all animated. It's a very good episode, however, it's got a rather indelibly sad piece to it that I would be a little reluctant to recommend to cat lovers because it's a very upsetting thing. It's an important thing for the story because it kicks the story off, but oh geez. I know it's a thing that happened, but it's one of those things I just don't like even thinking about involving cats, so. But yeah, the Sandman series as a whole, I thought was, quite good. It's a little random. The first couple episodes are kind of cohesive. They tell a continuous story. And then it starts getting a little episodic, like, picking up some random stories as it goes. The Sandman, it's currently on Netflix. I believe it's a Netflix exclusive. Oh. Oh, sad face. The one place you can't apparently watch, huh? Drop some wrath in here. Don't like to have too many subscriptions. Yep, agreed. My wife finally caved and got a... Wait a minute. Are we heading... Where are we doing? Oh, shoot. We started heading north again. Haha. That's my bad. I have Prime, Disney Plus, and OCS. Just something else. Spotify, YouTube. OCS is like HBO. Oh, well, we can't really go anywhere that way. Well, I guess we're going this way after all. Or, actually, no, I guess we're not, because there's a portal over there and not a southern road. So let's go this way. Yeah, my wife finally caved and got us a Hulu subscription just because we had one of those, over-the-air digital antennas because we don't actually really watch a whole lot of TV. So we were watching. Oh, okay. All these multi-level pathfinding in here is a little bit of an issue. We did have some channels that would just run free over the digital signals that would run, like, you know, MASH reruns, or, you know, some old sitcoms that we liked, and of course like local news, you know, things like that. A couple of mystery shows, you know, just the perfect sort of stuff to have on in the background.
Another buka.
But just a couple of days ago, one of the main stations that we used to watch got pulled and got rerouted onto a different channel that we can't actually access. So she went ahead and signed us up for Hulu. Which I don't know that I'll really watch all that much. I barely watch TV as is. Although I will say it is nice, you know, watching the shows on Hulu, even getting the ads on Hulu. We don't get the local crank politician commercials, and like we don't get the My Pillow guy commercials, because we were getting really sick of seeing those commercials. So the commercials we do get on those channels on Hulu, they haven't really built up a profile for us yet, so we're just getting a bunch of random stuff. Uh-oh, we have two groups of monkeys. Whoa! That was a massive splinter. Shoot, they splintered us with that. Whoa! That may have been the biggest splinter I've ever seen, and we were on the receiving end of it. Honestly, that was kind of impressive. No, that was foolish. I'm just gonna wander right into the middle of the dervishes. Yeah, no, now I'm stuck. If we can get that spirit collar, that would be great. Although I have my doubts. Although I'm surprised that I got rezzed. Okay, we have another spirit collar down here. Dark is like, easy. That was kind of a great fight, honestly. I felt like we were on the ropes there for a bit. I certainly was. I was not on the ropes so much as I was face down in the dirt. Alright, we have a chest here. Jagged Reaver. Okay, this time I'm going to focus on the spirit collar first. This is so far a bit more under control. I don't know if there's a path up here. There is not. Doesn't look like it. I'm a little tired of fighting monkeys. We don't have to. Oh wait, here's the place we can go. Ooh, I got rusted. So I've been meaning to ask Gargus, it's like, what's it like running with this weird team of unoptimized heroes as opposed... Oh, there it is. As opposed to E-Surge team. Does it feel a little more dangerous? Oh, here we've got a quest. Here's how it is. You know about the Unseen Ones? That's what the White Mantle called them, Rasat. We thought them gods. I think they thought themselves divine as well, until the Titans nearly wiped them out. It's different. I have time to use my skills. One of the few survivors, Lazarus the Dire, cursed me, so I ran, and I'm trying to remove that curse using a book called the Grimoire Arcanum. Search brought me here, but I was too late. One of my former brothers in White Mantle got here first and snatched the book. If I don't get that book back, I'm doomed. What say you? Will I help a brother who is trying to get back on the side of righteousness? Yeah, first thing you need to do is not be wearing the White Mantle uniform.
Why are you bothering me?
Alright. It can get boring to run E-Surge all the time too. Yeah, and hey, you get to look at a bunch of tigers. You get to look at a bunch of big cats. Okay, there's Kirsch. Oh yes, Xingje Sherman. Clapton, yes. I remember Xingje Sherman, he would just like address you. And he would just like call out your whatever titles you have. Ever met anyone with elite hacker skills like Assassin Warrior skill? Alright, Kirsch, what do you got for us? It's about time you arrived. I've been waiting an eternity. I've studied the beings you humans call gods. Your stories speak of extremely powerful, almost omnipotent beings who each specialize in one area of superiority. How can beings be all-powerful and yet have more power than other all-powerful beings in one particular facet of their manifestations? It made no sense to me. I decided to explore the various facets of your so-called deities. In fact, I have been tracking one such manifestation in the Alcasia Triangle. Here, take this device. It's called the Divination. You can use it to find the source of this manifestation called the Facet of Creation. Divination will turn red as you approach the source and will transition to blue as you travel farther away. Even a human should have no trouble using it. Destroy the facet. The divination will make an impression of the signature from the energy release. Return to me when you're finished. Understand. Get Smooth Criminal. Yeah, Kirsch, he's got a whole quest chain. And this is the guy, I think, where you get Pain Inverter if you run this. Let's see. There's a person here from legit Mexican Nose Beers. Interesting name. Looks like she's wearing obsidian armor. Let's see. You know what? Actually, I think I need to take a quick bathroom break, and actually I'm going to refill my water as well. So I'm going to park here for a moment, and I will be back in a few minutes.
Look, it still works.
Ellie, you're in charge now. You need to be leading us, not me, because I'm...
I'm in danger!
Excellent placement.
This is getting old.
Busy couple of days, huh?
Whatever, man.
Kind of breaking the mood there a little bit. The game was threatened by the BRB slide.
Oh man,
Ain't nothing we could have done.
I know.
People getting killed left and right. Time to rock!
Oh man.
Pink. Hey there, Pink. Alright.
Let's go up the yucky duck.
Hugo, it's aqueduct.
Oh.
Hugo.
Aqueduct.
Hugo just said, let's go up the yucky duck. Oh, man. Oh, that was a new attack. Oh! Oh, that jerk. He felt very, very doable. Except for, you know, knocking me off the edge of the bridge. Alright. Alright. Up. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! They're right in front of the guys. Ah no! No! Not more melee! No! Not melee! Son of a... Drop off the edge, right into the middle, right into a crowd of them. Yeah. Imperial Guards, Tengu support. 3 Tengu allies? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know either of these were a thing. I appreciate the offer, Casimaris, but I must decline. One of the things that I'm doing on this is I'm not taking, like, you know, powered items. I'm going through life the hard way. Having said that, that triple Tengu summon, what was that? Or like, what is that from? Don't decline. Did I just decline, like, you know, 1,000 ectos or something, you know, without realizing? Let's see. I've got the Hecate legs to return. I do not have the book in with me. Nope, I do not. Alright, well, I will have to come back here. Oh, fucker. God damn it, fucking shit. Got me again. 2 of them? Really?
What the?
Game just started. We're already, it's like, okay, we're shooting, there's explosions, there's piracy, there's Mark Wahlberg.
I had everything under control until they blew up the boat.
I think something bad happens now. Alright, I'm back. It's you guys' own fault that I went and had to take a bathroom break. All those hydrates you were pushing on me. So looked at the time. It's like, yeah, that was probably about right. Anyway, let's see. I don't know that there's any other quest guys around here. I think that's it. It's just Kirsch. We'll carry the divination thing with us. Oops. Actually, I'll hang out here. I'll wait for... Dargus may have wait a minute. Why is Guild Wars not... Dargus with a hydrate, yes. Okay, here. I just realized, why is Guild Wars not showing up? Oh, because I'm on the wrong channel here. I'm in my random PC thing and not on my Guild Wars group. I saw the video. I clicked on it. I did not actually watch it yet. I have it open. Hey, hang on. Cipher of Melandru, the fastest path. Looks like they're in the middle of the map. Not exactly sure what I'm looking at. This guy's running. It's like, oh, this is you, Dargus. I just realized. You have to rezone a few times and get the bar 75%. Oh, okay. How to make it all fast. I get it. Well, I don't know about worrying about that too much. I'm kind of mainly interested about trying to wrap up the Asuran.
From the Riven Earth zone gate, entering with the cipher filled at 75% indicates the position is to the south of the zone gate, right below the bluff in a clearing free of any mobs.
From the Riven Earth gate, so that would be this one, I take it. Yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking, let's go ahead and do the... Let's go towards rank, and we'll keep an eye on the radar and see if we happen to get close to it, cool, we'll do it. But if not, some other time. I'm kind of interested in seeing if we can get wrap up the Asuran stuff today. I'm sure we can. Rank is, I think, just a side quest or two, and then the Golem mission. Although I do kind of wonder. So that's down there. How would I like to do Golem? You mean in terms of like splitting up sides and things? You know, I never really had, huge tactics for it. I would just make sure I had one of my healers on each side and just put random people. Like I'd put a minion master on one side and SOS on the other. Make sure each side has a monk. I guess just a pretty simple balanced thing. Oops. I mean, I suppose you could set it so that, if you had a tanky build, someone could just sit there and tank one side while the rest of the party handles the other, splitting the party in two. That's just how I've usually done it. It's not, there's not usually too much of a fuss to it. Unless you're in hard mode, then, you know, maybe you want to be a little more careful, but... You could also wall ride and go almost to spawn to clear everything. I think I've done that too. Or just be really aggressive with them. Kimmel the Inept. Oh, I just realized I'm not running with a signal to capture. Not that it really matters. It's what you do in hard mode. Oh, it's just race to their spawn. Oh, yep. Points for killing bosses. I keep forgetting you get extra credit for killing bosses, and I also keep forgetting that my pet is the last one on the list. Instead of splitting, I have the whole team in the middle. Oh, actually, that's a dead end there. I thought that looped around, but it looks like it's just a dead end. Well, we're in the middle of fighting now, so might as well just... It's free Asuran points. I actually made a video for Baby Carrot who requested help for Golem in hard mode. Yeah, I tend to just run like, you know, sort of balanced team for almost everything. There are a few places where I'll change things up.
Here comes trouble.
Like, I had to be careful in the Deep and in Urgaz, you know. Shards of Ores can be a little special, you know. Of course, I also just flat out hate Shards of Ore, so I usually don't... Oh, our target proximity has triggered.
Walk on the right and don't trigger the start of the mission. Clear all. Flag heroes more or less where I did. Go trigger the mission. Wait till objective is full. End mission.
Walk on the right, don't trigger the start. Clear all, flag heroes more or less. Go trigger the mission, wait till the objections. I think I get it. Let's see if we can find... We're close to the target here. Let's see if we can find where he is. Her tone is funny. You know, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I want to switch her to the male voice, Brian, because the Brian voice is kind of the typical TTS voice that you usually hear, and might be kind of funny. Although, if I do have an avatar pop up to talk, and if it's my female ranger, you know, it would make more sense to keep it as the female voice. Yep, that's going down, so it must be this way. Hello, Brian. Having said that, Brian is a pretty funny voice, the AI voice. I had ambitions of getting my VTuber model, which would be sort of a ranger cat sort of character. And it's like, you know, if I ever do get back on that, maybe I'll make some pictures of him, and that'll become the little talkie avatar. Okay, we're moving a little. Lock chest. Yep. Oh yeah, there's lock chests in both areas. Well, let's go get this guy. Alright, what do we get? 40% chance to retain Elegant Scythe. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna go get the bonus points off this crew member here.
Oh, great. Another booker.
Now the question is, where is the target? We're close. Okay, it's up this way somewhere. Pet's taking the brunt of the damage, as usual. Primitive staff. Ooh, requires 9 communing gold. Hey Xandra, I may have a new toy for you. Health plus 29, energy while health is below 50. Well, still, that's pretty good. And I can swap out that inscription, so Xandra, here, have a new toy. And I will just... Oops. I will just trash these. And also, I need to get some pets back. Uh-oh. What'd you get, Dargus? 1,500 gold? What for? I love getting female atomics on male characters and talk with male voice during cutscenes. You have 1 lockpick? Oh, for 1,500? Yeah, sure. Is it shift, I think? 1. Yeah. That trading is okay, because that's like that's the merchant price. Oh, there is the facet of creation. You dropped it? It's like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for Dargus. So facet of creation is ranger? I would have thought it would be like a monk, duenna sort of thing. Alright, back on the way to the main quest. Man, the more I'm thinking of pizza, the hungrier I'm getting. I wasn't sure that I would be hungry for... I didn't think I'd be hungry for pizza tonight because I had a we went out. We had a brunch. We had some, you know, French toast, which I'm not a big morning. I don't really eat breakfasts in the morning because it tends to like really fill me up and I feel bloated like all day long. But it's like, well, it's kind of wearing off. I'm kind of wanting to have something, and we're about to get hit from behind by some Angordons. Pizza, yes, pizza. My wife and I agreed that tonight's dinner is going to be kind of a forage night. We both just get whatever we want, because she has leftover quesadillas to eat, which sort of leaves me on my own. So I can get whatever I want. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a pizza. Same, you rarely eat in the morning. Yeah, and I was talking to my brother, and my brother's apparently the same way. He's like, yeah, if he eats in the morning, he'll actually like full on, you know, throw up or something, or at least he did for a little while, I think. I was like, wow, I was never that bad. I would just feel really, really bloated. So it's like if I did have something in the morning, it might be like a donut, you know, just one small thing would be okay. Man, Stratodons. I suppose it's a good thing that Stratodons tend to only come in groups of 2 or 3, because it kind of hurt. Wait a minute, what's this? I don't know how it is in America, but in France, we often say breakfast is the most important meal. Yeah, America, it's the same. There are whole commercial campaigns built around it. It's so wrong. It's more like the lunch. Yeah, lunch is probably better. Hey, Slayer Val. What's going on? I am goofing around. I'm running around with Dargus in tow here. We are just doing some random Eye of the North stuff. We're doing main quest stuff. We're on our way to meet Rink at his laboratory, and then we're going to do the Golem mission. I switched over to Ranger Secondary just so I could bring an extra pet, which is constantly dying. And I was telling everyone, I think I've decided what I'm going to do once we finish Eye of the North. Instead of doing Winds of Change and War and Kryta, I'm going to switch over to a Ranger, because I'm just generally more comfortable in a Ranger, and reset and do everything on that character. And maybe try to go for like a real pet build. Just to see what I can do. I mean, I kind of like the whole leading an army thing. Corpse of Asura. Oh, yeah. Dead Asura line the way to the quest. It's possible I may need to reset the team skills a little bit for dealing with destroyers. They're what, immune to fire? Oh yeah, so Hada's not going to be much use in her current form. Maybe I bring Vec back in. Stout-hearted, bonus versus destroyers. Oh, okay. Have a minion master too? Pet and minion army, yeah. I said before, it's like I like just having a lot of green dots, you know. It's how I roll.
Here comes trouble.
It's not optimal. It's not an elite build or anything. It's just I just like running around with our army. Thank you. Those destroyers appeared out of nowhere. Pay no mind to my injuries. I'll live. My research for the Golem project is incomplete. I haven't determined the final calibrations. There isn't much time. Go, take my findings to Mamp and Radasum. He's in charge of Golem Foundry. They must finish my work. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and resign. Let's turn in that quest at Tarnished Haven. and then yeah, we'll go deal with the. Okay, minions versus pets. Yeah, pets are gonna win this one too. Interestingly, when you die, spirits remain good. All right, Kirsch. He gives us some follow-up quests before we actually get to Pain Inverter, I think.
You need me?
Yes, this is what I imagined. I believe my hypothesis is correct. This facet is tied to your god, Melandru. There's something concealed in the signature, a cipher of some sort. I will need all six to discern the meaning, and for that, I will need your continued assistance. You will, however, be rewarded for your efforts. Smooth Criminal disables one spell. Yeah, skill stealing.
Oh, great. Another booker.
Oh, all these. Oh, and actually, before I forget, I've been so bad about shouts that if I remember them, I need to do them. So, Dargus first, because he was here first and helping out. I think this is the same one we played yesterday. That's the Ventus Cemetery mission, I believe, because I think I saw a live trap. I will also shout out Slayer Val. I've raided him a number of times. See if he's got a clip.
I'm working on my settings. Hold on. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you right now.
Alright, I'm trying to make sure I can sneeze into like a napkin and not explode the mic.
It's okay.
Is this good?
A worthwhile test.
I'm not hearing sneezing.
Well, fantastic. Alright, we are.
Oh, I really hope Slayer.
And I think those are the main streamers that have been in chat today so far. Shot. Okay. Now I'm back out. Okay, so it gives me all of these all at once. To the Asura, there are no gods. There is only the eternal alchemy. It is the greater scheme of existence of which we are all a part. Your gods are pieces within this design. Their manifestations are mere facets in the geometric whole. There's more to be learned, more facets to uncover. There are yet signatures I do not possess. Take the divination with you. The facet of destruction, a manifestation of Balthazar's power, has appeared in verdant cascades. Destroy it and return its cipher to me. Okay, yeah, so now we have to do the same thing, just in a bunch of different maps.
I'm busy.
Cipher of Duena. Things are going well, as I have foreseen. Ciphers you gathered are of tremendous use, but others remain. Facet of existence, a representation of Duena's power, has manifested itself within Riven Earth. You'll need the divination to find it. What's that, you ask? How does the divination work? It's nothing elaborate. It interprets the frequencies inherent in divine energies, and why am I explaining this to you? Just get the cipher, please.
I'm busy.
Facet of Death, a revelation of Grenth's power, has manifested within Sparkfly Swamp. Are you noticing a pattern? Yes. You must use the divination to track down and receive its cipher. From that look on your face, I suppose you want to know more. How can I put this so you'll understand? Gods are part of this world. Think of these facets as one of any number of possible manifestations of those gods. Does that make sense to you? No? Don't think, just get me what I require. Typical.
You need me?
Okay, we're almost there. Answers we seek are near, yet there is more that must be done. Facet of Illusions, a manifestation of your deity Lissa, has appeared within the Magus Stones. Defeat it and bring its cipher to me. Quickly now, our time draws near. Now, hang on. Did any of these have Pain Inverter, or does Pain Inverter come after you do these? That's Radiation Field. That's a Surin Scan. Okay, so yeah, Pain Inverter must come after that. Well, Hey there, Lark. Okay, Lark, you caught me with my mind somewhat still remembering to do shoutouts.
They like dropping flame artifacts. I'm not sure why. Hey, buddy. Come here. Not sure why these creatures throw glowy balls, but whatever. That didn't sound right. Please ignore that last statement.
I will not ignore
Phrasing
it.
was not taken into consideration.
Lies.
I forgot I was using a flat bow. Flat bow is the best for shooting at long distance.
Damn it. Well, Lark, you just got to get yourself some new clips, you know. So yeah, well, welcome in. I'm just cruising around. We're doing some Eye of the North story stuff. I need to do some inventory stuff too. This bow, I'm tossing this bow into storage because my upcoming ranger will want that, I think. Oh, and there's actually an inscription that I can put on it. My real name is Matt. Hey, welcome in, Matt. Planning to get into streaming again. Had surgery, so things are much better. And hello. Well, welcome in. I'm glad. I don't know what surgery you had, but I'm glad it apparently went well. And that you're feeling good. Always very good. I am going to clear a little bit of inventory stuff, and then we are going to do the golem. Nothing too serious, but much needed. Yeah, one of those, I'm aware. I've got, you know, one or two of my own versions of those that I should probably see to. Oh, that's just the default. Okay, I need to... I need to just trash this one. So it's like, oh wow, I'm actually starting to get money. I have 31 platinum. This is rich for this account, man. This account has been constantly poor, and I have no money in my you know, main account. So Dargus, are you ready? Figure go hit the golem project. What the? Subscribed? Oh, thank you, Lark, for the subscription, Lark. Resubscribed for 3 months. Oh, holy hell! Thank you very much. Yes, Lark. You know the movie. Okay, we can officially be best friends now. Yeah, that movie holds a special place in the hearts of myself and my wife. We saw that movie. We were in college together, and that movie came out. And at the time, I would like read Shakespeare stuff and try to get my way through the language. And that movie, I still to this day absolutely love that movie just for the accessibility of it. It feels like possibly the best Shakespeare adaptation, certainly in terms of accessibility. You can take someone who doesn't know anything about Shakespeare, you know, the language is weird and everything. They can watch that movie and they get it. You know, it's so full of life and everything. It's so fun to watch. So, and now it's kind of funny because everyone you talk to, it's like, hey, isn't that the guy? Isn't that Gilderoy Lockhart from the Harry Potter movie? It's like, yes, but he's done a lot more than that, you know. So, anyway, it looks like Dargus is ready here. I'm gonna switch over here. Let's pretend not. Well, okay, yeah. So let's the Frankenstein movie he did is best left forgotten, for sure. His Henry V movie was also very good, though. So, let's see. What are we doing? We are doing a little help. Talk to Mamp. Now, I do remember the Frankenstein. I was really looking forward to the Frankenstein movie because, again, I like, you know, Kenneth Branagh. But what I remember the most was literally at the same time there was a made-for-TV adaptation of Frankenstein starring Patrick Bergin. I think it was on TNT, and that is a vastly superior adaptation of Frankenstein. I mean, it's much lower budget, but it was so much better. The made-for-TV was better. Did you see that Frankenstein 1 too? It was very, very good.
Why me?
Let's see. Rank is a perfectionist. His injuries have been grave for him to pass. Must have been grave for him to pass his tasks on to others. Gad and Uller are working at the Golem Foundry, finishing preparations. Perhaps they can make sense of Rank's work. Speak to me when you're ready to visit the Foundry. Alright. BRB, need cookies. Oh man, now I want cookies. I want pizza, I want cookies, I want cake, I want biscuits, I want carbs and sugar. Let's see. Do I want to... I'm going to reorganize my party a little bit here. I'll kick Elias, I'll kick Talcora. I'm also going to kick Haida because she's not going to be of much use. Let's see. So Elias, Talcora, and then you know, honestly, actually, we could do. Let's do that, Dargus. Let's have you build up your team, and I'll build up my team. If you want to go that way. Yeah. Yeah, you take 3 of your heroes and you'll do one side and I'll take 3 of mine and I'll do the other side. So I'm just curious which ones do I want to bring. SOS for sure. Do I want to bring... I want to bring my warder, or actually, yeah, I think maybe I do. Yeah. E-Surge, Soul Twisting, and BIP, extra heals. Remember the dwarf title. Oh yeah, the dwarf title. Oh, you know what? I might need to go get the dwarf title. Hang on. Oh no, I do have it. Oh no, I don't have it. I do not have it, and I don't think I can actually get it yet because that title isn't even the first level. Well, I'll go with the extra energy. Looks like you're ready. Let's see. I'm rank 1. Yeah, but I can't... I can display the title, but it doesn't give me the buff. Oh, well, no, the buff you only get in... right. The buff you only get in Dwarven zones. You need to talk to the NPC. You know what? Let's just go ahead and try this. I'm curious.
Why me?
Golem production site is almost ready. At Gunners, you talk to the NPC to gain buffs. Yeah. We'll talk after this. We'll do this attempt and then we'll talk.
Livia, I'm sorry about you and Gad.
I learned a great deal from him that can help Kryta. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Scepter of Ore?
Just stop yelling and look at my calculations.
I don't need to look at your calculations. I know it will work.
Well, the rest of us don't share your confidence.
What's the problem now?
This hack is telling me I don't know how to format a crystal array.
I'm trying to say that you run a greater risk putting the crystals in a serial pattern than in parallel.
You'll get twice the power this way.
That's too much power too fast. You'd flood the enchantment buffers.
Don't lecture me. I was formatting crystals before you were born.
Both of you, quiet. If you want to achieve anything, you have to stop squabbling.
Beck, Dad, the destroyers. Now what?
The destroyers! They're coming up from below, hordes of them!
We're almost done with the golems, but we're not ready yet.
We can go
welcome back.
off.
Should I come with you?
Go. You're just underfoot here.
Dargus and I were...
Parallel, not serial.
Yes, so noted. How do they expect me to get any work done with all these interruptions?
We're going to do the split team thing. Dargus has his team with his heroes, and I've got my team with my heroes. I'm expecting his side will have no trouble. I will go right. And I'll take the right side. Okay, perhaps bringing pets on this one is maybe questionable. We'll see. I do the cheap way on this one. So let's see. I'll put Xander here, back here, and Donkoro here. And I'll. Oops! Wait a minute. Actually, because Vec's a warder, so I kind of wanted him to be in the center. Interrupted? What are you doing being interrupted? Oh, yeah, Destroyer of Thoughts. That would interrupt me. I don't know if he has a heal on him, but if he does, that ought to frustrate it. I avoid that area and kill all the enemies at the source. Like while riding the flagging the whole team further. Gets job done and no chance for deaths. Look at me living on the edge. Dargus? Dargus is like, you know what? My team, you know, my heroes are good. I don't need to do anything. Smite monk with a pet. Interesting. Yes, interesting choice. Actually, we might need to. Yeah, I've been running my melee monk thing for a while, and I think I've just finally kind of hit critical mass on it. It's like, you know, I'm kind of tired of doing that. So I just wanted to run around with one more pet. But I also have no. I was gonna try to, you know, become like Beastmaster Monk, but I have like no skills unlocked for Ranger, apart from what I've unlocked for my heroes. So I wasn't able to do that. So it's really just, you know, some super simple smite. Yeah, I bothered to fully gear all my heroes on all accounts. Yes, for this moment. Now is the moment to shine there, Dargus. Remember the crazy builds that Rin would run? Oh, Rin. I remember Rin. I don't remember specifically crazy builds, but I do, yes, I do remember him tinkering. Did he ever have a non-necromancer character, though? My main memory of him was he was almost always on necromancer. Every now and then I wonder, like, where he is, what he's doing. I think he had a warrior. He might have had one. But yeah, crazy necro mix builds. Haven't heard from him in ages. Yeah, and I had unplugged for so long that I don't know. I don't really know anything about really where anybody is. Do we group up once the bar is done? Yeah, I think once the bar is done, doesn't it give us the flags to where we can control the golems? I think that's when we group up and we can move in. Okay, Destroyer of Bones. I'm gonna let them deal with that. I kind of want to deal with the Destroyer of Hordes because I know those guys are barrage. Oh, yep, okay, we did it. Just clean up these couple here. Alright, so we need to talk to, is it Sokka?
Oh, great. Another booker.
Yeah, there, Sokka. I just need to wait for him.
Why are you bothering me?
You have touched with few, mostly Sarah, yeah. Oh, okay. These Destroyers of Hordes might be a little bit of an issue. In fact, enough of an issue. All that barrage, I'm gonna come up and yeah, no, this is good. This is going fine. I was a little nervous of those Destroyers of Hordes, particularly if they latched onto Xandra. Oh, I just realized you've got your Xandra in there too. So we have Xandra and Luxon Ritualist. Yes, generic Luxon Ritualist that just happens to be dressing exactly the same as Xandra. Oops. Yeah, this is going fine. As weird as this setup is, that was always amusing. Yeah, you can't have the same character in there twice with the same name. Oh yeah, Destroyer of Lives. Those are elementalists. But they also can't move, which makes them great for AoE skills. So basically we just flag heroes here, wait till the bar is filled, and boom, you're done. Yeah. I can see that. Actually, if we just go straight for the Bringer of Destruction, it doesn't really matter. That'll end the mission, as I recall. Yep.
That's a good day's fight. It would have been harder without the golems.
Gad and Ula got everything working just in the nick of time. Ula, I was just telling Vec about your golems.
Vec, I have bad news. It's Gad.
What's he upset about now?
He was trying to boost the power of the last golem.
What are you saying?
There was an explosion. He didn't make it. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. They hated each other. They argued all the time.
Fathers and sons argue sometimes. That doesn't mean they don't care.
My father believed in the eternal alchemy. We are all part of a larger equation. And so, we commend Gad's remains to that greater equation. His ashes return to the universe, but his knowledge remains with us.
Vec,
Might need to hit it a
we
few
are
times
all
there.
sorry.
He died the way he lived, focused on his goal, and consequences be damned. I tried to warn him.
I know. I understand the need to protect the ones you love. Always remember, he gave us a great victory.
I don't know how many such victories I can stand.
Alright, that's the Asuran side of Eye of the North done. Well, the main quests. Still have plenty of side quests to do. BRB again, gotta swap laundry. Yep, no problem, I get it. It's pretty casual day. So yeah, I was about to say, Dargus, yeah, right on time for your episode. Thanks for helping out. Enjoy your show. I'm gonna enjoy my water. And let's see, what do I want to do now? I don't actually know. Yep, see you, Dargus. Have a good one. Oh, and I suppose turn this quest in for one. See, ma'am.
Why me?
I might do some of the,
Why me?
You know what? We were joking about Polymach earlier. Let's see about the Polymach thing. I never cared for it much before, and I doubt that I'll care for it much now, but
I'm busy.
But it's also been so long, I don't even really remember much of anything about it. Register the gargoyle,
Here comes trouble.
Morgoyle, and
Here
Scale.
comes trouble. Why are you bothering me?
And talk to Yulma. So I still don't know the rules for playing. I just know that there's those pieces.
You need me?
I wish to play. Do I wish to play? Well, I guess so. Polymont Coliseum. Okay.
Here comes trouble.
Well, I guess I'm going to use all the pieces I have. A starting piece, I guess the gargoyle. Oh, okay. So I start here. So lightning. Polymorph. That's the icon for like watch yourself, or is it charge? Watch yourself. I think it's watch yourself. Interrupt. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a thing. It's, you know, the game, when it forces you to use these custom builds, it's kind of a bummer, honestly. I'm going to use this and then this. Oh, well now I have no energy. Lovely. So we don't... Oh, okay. That's when I use 7. And now I'm out of... Yeah, he won.
Why are you bothering me?
Take a moment to look over the skills. Deal 100. Cause 10 energy loss. Okay, so the last 4 skills stay the same, and it just changes up the first skills. Okay. Oh, and then the other character doesn't die. So I have a chance to catch up. Polymog Rising Bile, that's probably going to hurt. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. Yeah, I'm already not a huge fan. Oops, need to recharge energy. Seven, 5. I might actually end up winning this. Ooh, ouch, that hurt. actually won. Oh, back for now. Welcome back. I just played a game of Polymock. I haven't played, God, probably since they first introduced it in Eye of the North when the game came out. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. I played it. It's one of those things. It forces a new skill bar onto you, and you have to use those skills. And it's like, not a huge fan of that.
Here comes trouble.
So I did the quest. I tried it. I was like, okay,
Another booker.
I'll register that so it gets out of my inventory. And otherwise, I think I will leave it. Let's see. Kind of debating what to do. Rare occasions, Final Fantasy XIV will do that. Yeah, well, especially in a game where it's like part of the whole thing is you choosing your own skill bar, customizing your own skill bar. To have that yanked away from you is, you know, and force you, no, you're using this, whether you like it or not. You know, that's irritating. I'm actually a little bit at a loss for what to do. I could do some side quests, but I think I'm actually feeling a little tired. I'm actually getting a little hungry. I've been hungry for a while. Since I mentioned having pizza earlier, I've just been getting, it's like, oh, I want pizza. I want my pizza. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go ahead and end it. It's a little ironic because I actually have the time where I could play for almost another hour, but I'm like, I kind of want to move on and get some food. So I think I'm gonna close up shop here and look for someone to raid. Let me put up my end stream thing here while I look. It's hard to have fun with the tummy rumble. Yeah, it is. And I haven't eaten much. We had a brunch today. I had just like French toast, which I don't usually have in the morning, and usually it fills me up for the day. But it's like, no, I'm finally hungry again. So I think I'm gonna go grab a pizza. Red alert. So I'm gonna put up my end stream thing here. Hey, come back here. I'm nice. And look for someone to raid. I think I know who I'm gonna raid. Must be a dog person. Alright. Okay.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's not the end.
That was. So I know I've raid. I need to get back into Stray sometime. Yeah, it's a good game. It's relatively short, but it's a good game. I'm gonna send you guys over to Pierogi. Actually, she's gonna be doing one of the Dark Anthology games, but she hasn't started yet. She is browsing Steam online right now and reacting to Steam trailers. So just that on its own is kind of fun. So I'm gonna go Pierogi.
Damn, Joel just indiscriminately.
Gonna set up this raid.
No problem. You know, she'll be fine.
Send you over there. Oh, and she just got rid of her Steam page.
It was what I had handy.
Well, anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. There's a chance I might be streaming tomorrow, probably finishing Plague Tale, and if there's time, I may start playing Detroit Become Human. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play tomorrow by ear. We'll see what happens. And otherwise, next weekend, Saturday, I'll be probably playing Detroit, and then Sunday. Oh, next Saturday is going to actually be short. I'm going to be starting a little late. I'm going to start like around 3 o'clock or so. But then Guild Wars Sunday is Guild Wars Sunday. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.